taken at the 15, a short kick. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage after it.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. What's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
First down, Diablos.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. This will be caught inside the 10. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 11 more on that one and another first down.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker. And you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. Another try for Barkley. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic, and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
At their own 46.
Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
On the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 45-yard line.
Now Saquon Barkley. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Barkley, the ball carrier.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And he's going to get this inside the 30. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too.
First down.
On the draw, this is Barkley. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Eluding the pressure right. Pass incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. Nothing doing on that one, and it'll be 4th down.
No gain on the play.
Now McManus will line up for the field goal. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out.
With the score tied 7-7. Brandon McManus on for the field goal. A 40-yard attempt.
And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good, and this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt them later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Now this one complete downfield on the left. Left side.
Henry runs. That's good for a Jaguars. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
First down, Love to pass. Rolling to his right. And now he's going to use his legs. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
That's good for another.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Working out of the gun. Love. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
Throwing. Love. His pass caught at the 4. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Nyheim Hines. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Jaguars 14, Diablos 7. Set to kick off.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Taken in the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
On second down, here's Barkley. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up third down.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Open man is Michael Thomas. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Back to throw now on first down. Completes it to Hardman. And he'll get this way down into Jacksonville territory. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
Big plays always wind up being a big theme as we get rolling in these playoffs, and the defenses that can avoid giving them up, but they're the teams that tend to go far. You may not eliminate those big plays, but if you can limit them, then you've got a chance to get to the ultimate game.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his second touchdown here in this first half. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Here's Love. Well, the pressure gets to Love, and he'll go down. That's sacked by Tremaine Edmonds.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses happen their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. 3rd and long for Love. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. He certainly did.
And he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 20-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
A loss of 13 yards. It's 2nd down.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend. That is going to be a safety. So the screen pass goes backwards. That play seemed to have a potential disaster written all over it from the start.
I mean, wasn't that a tough spot on the field to make that call? You're inviting defensive linemen and linebackers to get pressure. So if one of them sniffs this out, you're definitely in danger. And this time, it cost them 2 points.
This will be taken at the 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line.
Intercepted.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Here's 2nd and 8. Escaping the pressure, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half.
Down. 3rd and 13.
Gun now on 3rd down. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. The pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down.
4th down.
And they bring their punter out there now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And now a high kick trying to pin him back. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going into halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. And finally down at the 9-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And McManus able to put it through, and that will do it for this first half. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report.
Brandon McManus set to kick off.
Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Love now to pass on first down. Flush to his right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
He's crossing. He's down at 50 fury. Check three. Ready. Switch. Sharp, 17. Check 50. Set.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 16 yards, a first down. Gosh, on this drive alone now, he's over 50 yards rushing.
What's that old expression they like to use? He hung half 100 on him. That's what he's getting done, and he and his offensive line mates, they're having a ball right now. I know people are screaming, you got to be more aggressive on defense, better play calling. They need better execution. They need guys who will step up and make a big hit.
And the ball comes out. Love lost it. It's going the other way. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right, so if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Again, it's Barkley. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 11 yards there, first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll run on first down. Barkley, and some room to work. Past the 20. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Saquon Barkley saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the fumble recovery leads to 6 points. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
And with that, the lead is up to 8.
Is good. Makes the score Diablos 24, Jaguars 16. Brandon McManus set to kick
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Now a second down throw for Love here, eluding the pressure right. And the ball comes out. Love lost it. And this is picked up by the defense. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot, and that time he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
Tackle made that time by B.J. Hill. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
They'll go to Barkley again. Barkley a first down and more. And all the way down to the 5. That one 28 yards on the ground. He covered a lot of ground, great blocking, and now they can sniff that end zone.
They certainly can, and because of that run, maybe you come back and fake it to him on this play and throw a little play action. Someone should break wide open.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Able to power through. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Barkley, the ball carrier.
This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the latest possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah,
I like that.
Your analysis symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Flushed out right. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. This duo locked in. 14 yards there and a 1st down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Love from the gun. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a 1st down, too. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
The 12-yard line.
Going back to Love. That's caught by Waller out left side. And he is going to lose yardage here. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
at the 14-yard line.
They will throw again here with Jordan Love. Flush to his right. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
A gain of 2 makes it third down and 10.
1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. From the gun, Love. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well, and that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
On fourth down, Love. His throw caught at about the 5. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on fourth.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover.
4-yard line.
He'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. Officially nothing on that one, no gain. So they're left with still 10 to go on third down.
And it's third down.
2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. Now it's Barkley. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as he'll stop him well short of the yellow line. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to fourth down. And on now is the punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. Fielded at the 33. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far. And they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
On second down, Love once more, eluding the pressure right. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That one, a gain of 20. First down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Love. Flushed out right. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
At the 15-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Man open left side is Brown. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
They'll try to run this one in, and he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run, and the Jaguars get a score closer. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths, running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
And the hands team does its job. They're able to secure it. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the 4th.
No, not at all. And they're trying to get something going after one there. But you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. They'll run it again with Barkley. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left.
1st down, Diablos.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll try to run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop. 1:50 left in the football game.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Second and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the 1st, right around the 15. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here.
A 32-yard attempt.
The kick by McManus is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, I mean, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big one there for the Jags, 18 yards, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Love. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Escaping the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Byron Murphy, the one who got a hand in to knock it away.
Coverage by Byron Murphy.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Again, it's Love. Throw left side complete. That's Brown. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To the air again, Love. He's going to let it fly. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Greedy Williams picks it off. And that will write a finish to this ball game.
Today's final score.
And losing in this wild card round, you know, they've got something to build on, though, for next year. But I don't know if they want to hear that right now.
Maybe not at the moment, but once they get away from it a little bit and they get into their off-season program, they'll start to talk about that. And I like how you framed it. Building blocks, you know, building this program up. And one of my favorite coaches always talks about brick by brick, you build a program. And this is one of those bricks to build them towards the next season where they think they have a chance to advance farther in the playoffs.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we sign off from Jacksonville.